Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Payton.
Art, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Gary. How about you?
I'm doing great.
All right. Yes.
Good to see you.
Good to
looking
see you
good.
too.
You're looking dapper.
Always want to be styling. You know?
That's how it is.
I am always. Gary's always been my hero. I've always tried to dress, act, and behave like Gary Payton.
No, you didn't. You didn't want to behave like me on the basketball court.
Well, there might be one or two people who might complain about that.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, hey, catch up our viewers on what you're up to. I know you're a full-timer in Las Vegas.
Right. Well, I do a lot of things, Art. You know, right now I got an internet company where I take care of a lot of the athletes who are struggling with money. I try to get them gigs so that they can go and do it on radio, do a lot of things for the NCAA football. We get jobs, and then I go out and get jobs for them. And I do a lot of that ambassador for the NBA overseas. We got a Legends Tour going on where we go over there and play and let all the foreign country people see all their old school legend players and stuff. And that's really great for me and just things. And then next year I've decided that I want to go into coaching. So I'm going to reach out to a lot of NBA teams and go to the coaching. And then, you know, my main heart is to try to get the Sonics back here. Gary
Payton coaching. Now, there will be people, maybe even, say, George Karl, who would say, Gary, a coach? Are you kidding me? How is this going to work?
It's going to work because, you know, you have to think at it different when you become a coach. You want players to play for you and want to feel comfortable playing for you. And I think I'm that type of person. I'm going to be a hard-nosed one, but I'm going to be a one that's going to be fair. If you go out there and work hard and you do what you have to do, I'll let you do whatever you have to do. If you're going to win, you got to be a winner, and I think I can get players to do that, and I think I can go and recruit and get people to do that. So, you know, that's what I feel, and I got a lot of knowledge where I think I can get some of these young players to play basketball in a better way than what they're doing it right now.
You were part of a great era in Seattle basketball when you and George Karl and Sean Kemp were dominant figures. And I'm wondering, you and George had your moments, you had your clashes, as all great players and great coaches do. What do you take from George's coaching style? What did you learn that might be applicable to what you might do as a coach?
Everything. I'm gonna do everything just like him. That's why I said it. George was a guy who had the same intensity that I did when he played at North Carolina, and that
that's probably why you guys clashed a little.
Right. He didn't have all the ability that I did, but he had the toughness that I had, and that's why me and him clashed, and that's why we got along. That's why he's like a father to me, figure to me now. I talk to George once a month, and you know, I was very hurt when he had got cancer again, and he started looking very like he wasn't gonna make it, and that's what I'm gonna do. When he came to Seattle, I wasn't the basketball player that I was supposed to be for the first 2 years. As soon as he got there and brought Tim Gergerich along with him, who really schooled me in the offseason and got me to that, I said, I'm gonna be a coach just like him. You know, I'm gonna be hard on you, but if you do what you do, I'm gonna let you do what you have to do, and I'm just gonna model just what he did. I'm probably gonna run everything he ran. Practices just like him, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, that's kind of fun because we remember that the drama around the Sonics of that era. I can tell you from a writing standpoint, it was wonderful because there was always something going on.
Always, but that's just the way it was. You know, we had our drama, but we always went on the floor and left all our drama in the practice facility. And when we came out to play, we played.
One of the highlights of the Sonics era was the 1996 finals with the Bulls and Michael Jordan, and that was just kind of an epic climax to years of building under George. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about what is most vivid about that series, because I felt like you guys were with them, even though they jumped out to the 3-0 lead. I'm wondering, did you feel as if that was a winnable series?
I thought we could have beat them. If Nate McMillan would have been healthy, I think we would have beat them. I think if I wouldn't have hurt my calf and tore my calf muscle, and I started off on Michael Jordan in the first game and played him the whole entire series, we could have beat them. And I think the Bulls know we could have beat them. I think they know that. I think they knew that we slipped up and gave them the first 3 games, and it was too hard for somebody to come back from that deficit, especially with a great basketball team like that. And I still felt if we would have did little things, them 2 things different, we could have beat them.
One last thing, Gary. You mentioned the business about bringing the Sonics, or bringing NBA basketball and the Sonics back to Seattle. For those who don't know, you had a great moment at the Webby Awards with Sonics Gate as the winning moment. And I think the thing that they have that was so much fun is they make the presenters, or the acceptants, say only 5 words. And they said, Gary Payton in 5 words. I said, I got to hear this. What did you say in those 5 words?
You know, I forgot what I said in them 5 words because that's what it was. I wanted to say about 25 words, but
you wanted to say 2,500 words.
Yeah, I think I said bring back the Sonics.
Yes, that's what you said. Yeah, and I said, my gosh, somebody got Gary Payton in 5 words.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
It was hard. It was hard, but I said bring back the Sonics, and it made a big difference with that, and it brought a lot of things over. Everybody raised up and had a standing ovation, and it was pretty good.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Gary Payton, I'm going to let you get on with the evening. It's so great to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
All right, enjoy the evening. Gary Payton, one of the great legends in Seattle sports history.